guys, it's coffee time. I just ate a lot of pizza. I even sniped the pizza. It wasn't even my pizza. I went out into the kitchen and I was like, oh, I'm kind of snacky. It's like later, I already had dinner, but maybe I can find a snack. And then I just saw, like, it was just this glorious gift bestowed upon me. There was this pizza box just sitting there, and I was like, oh man, I wonder which of my roomies bought this. So I opened it up, and it's a completely meat pizza, which I'm normally not into. I love entirely veggie pizzas. That's like my jam. Go on. Go on. Everybody's watching you now. Everybody's watching. Oh, you did it. You landed right on the bed, too. Good job, kitty. Agility. Anywho, so yes, I figured out which roomie it was, and I was like, are you gonna eat the rest of that pizza? And he was like, no. Feel free to take as much as you want. I was like, okay. So I took way too much. Also, I think I fixed the audio problem. I'm not positive, but I fiddled with lots of things and did a test recording, and it sounded a lot better. So we're going to try this, and hopefully it worked. Hopefully I'm not, like, peaking crazily or something weird. But, yeah, it's all trial and error. Let's see. What happened today? We did Manga Pod. We all read Pokemon Adventures, and all of us but one felt that it was kind of boring. Cute, but boring. I have really no desire to read more of it, but Dazzle loves it. It's like amazing to him. He enjoys it so much. So that's fine. I'm not about to judge anybody on what they love to read or watch, because God knows. God knows I have terrible taste, so. But, yeah, so it was fun talking about that, because we all had that nostalgia bonus there, where we got to just discuss, like, the game and our feelings on, like, the ways that things did this, and it was good. It was fun. And the Sherlock Cat shirt was released, so this is out. I can link you guys if you want to look at it. We decided to do a 5-shirt series. So at the end of 5 shirts, that'll be all of them. And it was suggested to us by one of you that we, after all of the shirts are out, that we maybe release them as posters, which would be cool. And yeah, and very, very respectful people said, you know, those shirts really aren't my style, but I'd love to see you do another series after this one that's maybe in a completely different style. So that's nice, because it wasn't one of those comments that's like, these are real dumb and you're a sellout. Because that would have made me go, I'm sorry that you don't like my shirts. But yeah, so I'm excited. I love them, and they're super comfy, so it's fun. It's fun for me. It's a fun side thing. But yeah, I went out into the living room earlier, and Chris was watching Independence Day, and it reminded me of when I was a kid. And we decided, my parents, specifically my mom, I believe, had looked into it to see whether Independence Day or Men in Black was a scarier movie, because she knew I had a super overactive imagination. I wasn't scared super easily, but it was when I went to bed and started, like, seeing things in the shadows, that's when I started wigging out hard. So she was like, okay, Men in Black has a higher rating, and Independence Day, you know, has like in terms of PG-13R, I guess Men in Black had a worse rating. So she was like, okay, well, maybe we'll see Independence Day instead. So I went and saw Independence Day, and I had the worst nightmares of my life. Like, I think that's the movie that Jumanji also freaked me out. I loved it. I loved Jumanji. I thought it was an amazing movie, and I watched it so many times, but every time I watched it when I was a kid, every time I watched it, when I would go to bed, I would see tigers in my room in the darkness. I was convinced there were tigers everywhere, and I was petrified. It was the weirdest thing. But Independence Day also freaked me out big time. And then we saw Men in Black, and I had no nightmares at all. I thought Men in Black was amazing. So my mom always thought that was really funny. She was like, I can't believe the movie that had, you know, like, not as high of a rating This is the movie that really wigged you out. But, you know, the ratings are based on the content within it in terms of, like, swear words and nudity and violence and et cetera, and I think Independence Day for a kid was, like, a bit more mind-trippy than Men in Black. Men in Black was just, like, fun and aliens and blah, 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 blah. So, yeah. But it was funny. The reason I brought it up is because I walked out there, and he's watching Independence Day, and it's like, maybe a quarter or maybe a third of the way through the movie. And I was like, oh, Independence Day, I haven't seen this movie in forever, but I was going out to move my car because there's street cleaning. So I go outside, I move my car, and I come back, and the TV's off. And I was like, wait, do I remember this movie completely differently? Did it end? Are you already done? And he looks at me and he goes, oh no, I just got bored. It's like, oh thank God. I thought for sure. I was like, what? How is the movie over already? It blew my mind. Completely blew my mind balls. I'm really sad because Cartoon Network on their website just put up a bunch of new, like, little short animated videos. And I follow so many artists on Tumblr and Twitter that all of them have been like, oh my gosh, my animated thing is up. And I was like, oh my gosh, so many cool people made things for this. But apparently, you can only watch them if you're in the US, which I think is very silly. I was very sad to find that out. I was like, no, because I tweeted one of them. I was like, oh my gosh, I love this one. I think this one is amazing. And, you know, lots of you aren't in the US. Tons of you aren't in the US. So, lots of tweets back that were very sad, saying, well, I can't watch it, I'm not in the US. No. So, I felt so bad, because I hyped it up. I was like, this is awesome. Dang it. Dang it, guys. I wonder if there's a way to test that. Like, for me to be aware in the future. Like, how do you know if something is only, How do you know if something is within a certain region or if it's, like, open worldwide? That's what I want to know. I want to know how to learn that and then utilize it to not give you guys links and have them be for naught. Because that's very sad. It's really fun for me. I keep feeling like there was something else that I wanted to be like, I did this, but I can't think of what it was. I just can't think of it. Sometimes our air conditioner, like, makes a noise as though everything is rebooting. The air will be coming in, steady stream, you can hear it. Maybe you guys can't hear it, but I can hear it. And then there's a noise that sounds something like, wah, and everything shuts off and then turns back on. And I don't know if that's common. Is that a common thing? Also, I get the feeling that some people have air conditioners that are completely silent, and some people have air conditioners that are way louder than this. And I always wonder, is it the quality of the air conditioner? Is it the age of the air conditioner? Some of you have worked on air conditioners before, and I'm about to get some comments that are going to be like, let me explain to you all the deets of air conditioners. But I wonder this sometimes. Like, not the ones that you put in your window, but full-on systems within a house. Sometimes it sounds like there are gnomes in there, making everything happen, just rattling around, doing all their things, running back and forth between the pipes. I don't even know. Sometimes it's so loud. Ours is, like, you can hear it, but it's white noise. I space it out very easily. And in some people's houses, you can't hear it at all. It blows my mind. That's like when my mom and dad got their new washer and dryer in the Oregon house. And my mom and I remember telling you guys this before, I don't even care, I'm telling you again. My mom and I sat there and just watched the washer. We watched the washer clean the clothes And it was silent. It was so weird. It was the first time I've ever seen a silent washing machine. And it like rattles. The one time that it's loud is it rattles back and forth to judge where the clothing is and make sure that everything's balanced. What? It's just like you throw all your clothes in there and then it's like, here, let me just make sure that everything's like even. And then it starts washing and it's silent. It blows my mind. It blows my mind. There's a lot of pizza burps happening right now. Or trying to happen. I can feel them inside. I'm going to go play Persona and lay in bed. It's going to be glorious. But I hope that you guys had a great day. And I will talk to you again tomorrow. I just realized that I didn't talk about Xbox at all. Probably because I've blacked it out. But I'll talk about it on news if you're interested in knowing my feelings on Xbox. Or you can always look at my Twitter and look at all of the all caps tweets. We were all having a heyday on Twitter talking about the Xbox. Oh my goodness. But yes. Anywho, I'll talk to you guys again tomorrow. Bye-bye. Mwah.